drama thing. But of course, everyone's here because they all know about the Henshin superhero, and what I like to consider the holy trinity of superheroes in Japan. We've got Ultraman at the top there, and we also have Kamen Rider and Super Sentai.
Hey, who's that one on the right?
That guy right there. That's right there. Ultraman was around longer since '65. Kamen Rider since '70 and Super Sentai since '75. And I want to actually talk about all three of these. First, we've got Ultraman. And is there anyone here who's a big Ultraman fan? There is. I'll be honest with you, I haven't really watched a lot of Ultraman, so I couldn't really do a lot for this. But for those who don't know, Ultraman is this being from outer space, and he fights these giant monsters in Japan. And I don't know how it is that guy like transforms into Ultraman, like somehow he got his powers.
I guess the American one was like this little torch thing.
Yeah, they transformed.
An alien crash lands
on
Earth.
What was really cool about Ultraman is that, again, he was like the superhero. He was like Superman to Japan. We have Superman, they have Ultraman, and that's who the hero was. And Ultraman fought these giant. Actually, if you guys didn't know, the special effects guy for Godzilla actually created Ultraman, which came from Ultra Q, and they rehashed a lot of the costumes from Godzilla for Ultraman to fight. So that was just a really interesting fact. The other thing that's really cool about Ultraman is he's got this weakness. You see that little light in the center, where if he gets fatally weak or if he stays on the Earth's atmosphere for too long, it starts to beep like this yellow light, and that's how you know he's getting weak. Which kind of makes me think, like, you ever play Zelda and you're getting weak and it starts to beep? I wonder if that's where they got it from. That annoying beep that every time it comes.
It was Japanese.
So some pictures, and I couldn't really do Ultraman justice, but I just wanted to show some pictures. There's Ultraman throwing, I think, a Godzilla rehash kind of thing. We have Ultra 7, he's got a little fin. I think he tosses it like a boomerang, something like that, I don't know. And one of the modern Ultraman Nexus over there, that's a statue outside. That's really cool.
It's like this is before and this is after with Roy.
Yeah, I know. Now, the second trinity of superheroes is, of course, Kamen Rider. Insects on motorcycles. Yeah! Kamen Rider, of course, is extremely popular. The origin story for Kamen Rider, first off, it was created by Shotaro Ishinomori, who also created Cyborg 009. And Kikaiden, rebooted, by the way, is coming up for Cyborg 009, which is really cool. And the original idea behind Kamen Rider is a guy gets kidnapped, he gets turned into a cyborg, gets brainwashed to work for that organization called Shocker. Then he got his memories back and he's like, oh no, what'd you do to me? Now I'm going to use my powers to fight against you guys. And that's been the story ever since then. A common theme in Kamen Rider I notice is that the powers usually come from someone from the evil organization. Even now, you know, there's some sort of theme, like obviously he's an insect that, you know, fought for their side. But even now, like let's say like Deno uses the Imagine to, you know, fight, and you know, with O's, he uses their core metals.
Double the guy switches.
Forze, I don't know yet. I don't know how the cosmic switches work yet, but there has to be something from the other side.
They were developed by Tango's father, and the chairman betrayed.
Yeah, there we go. Spoilers! So, I wanted to show some pictures of Kamen Rider. These are the original double riders, Ichigo on the right and Nigo on the left. If you guys didn't know about the story why we got a second rider, it's because the actor for the first one, he got injured, one of the stunts.
He broke his leg.
He broke his leg, and then they had to bring a second rider, and then when he came back, they just brought them both together. We also have a rebooted version of the same riders, Kamen Rider the First, right? You guys have ever seen that? That's really cool when you watch. Another important Kamen Rider in the Showa era is Kamen Rider Black and Black Art. He's like the Chuck Norris of the show. He's just like ridiculous.
Golgum!
Unforgivable.
To get a sequel season.
I know. And of course you guys know about Saban's Masquerade, where they came over. For this season, it was Black. He was the only character where he actually moved into a new season, and he was like. Turned into a new rider, which is kind of cool. I think he was one of the first riders too that can change states. Stronger. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Shin Kamen Rider was also really important because he was really gory and really mature kind of Kamen Rider. It was just really crazy. If you ever watched the show, it's just crazy. Of course, in the Riders in the Heisei era, there's Deno. Deno is everywhere. Deno's like the Final Fantasy of Kamen Rider.
They
Fantasy VII of Kamen Rider. He's like the best figure. But to defend Deno, the original series was really good. If you haven't seen it, I recommend watching it. Of course, there's the godlike Decade. He's broken and he's pink. And the current season is Kamen Rider 4 Day 7. So what I want to do now is show a video for those who, I guess the only people who didn't know Toku.
No, I don't know.
You still don't know.
I should change my number.
I want to show a video from when Oz was on called Let's Go Kamen Riders.
And there's nothing
And I want to show that clip only because they kind of do a roll call with all the riders. So I do want to show that clip. By the way, all these clips are courtesy of TV-Nihon.
Yes.
So I have done time for them. But there are other companies out there that do Kamen Rider stuff. I just gotta look for the folder. Is this it? Okay. Oh, I already had it. Duh. I think this is it. But you have the time stamp for me for that? Because I don't want to put up the whole movie or two lots. Another day. Okay, you're over here. No! Not on my screen. Oh my god, did I freaking X out my slide presentation? Yeah. That's awesome. It's alright. I know, it's like, why? Oh, Microsoft. I'm just gonna jump down and hopefully. Spoilers! Okay, so we're gonna fast forward. So, that's Kamen Rider. And if you guys haven't gotten it by now, Henshin, superheroes are people who have usually two forms. They change into more powered up versions of themselves. I see Go Andre on the back right there. So nice. And did you buy that? No, you import that?
Yeah, I imported that one.
Man, that's crazy. When I first saw that jacket, I really didn't want to get that.
Yeah, it's right there.
What was that? Oh yeah, Ixa right there. Cool.
You're getting the double pair in the back?
Nice.
So,
and Deno again was highly popular, but Ryotaro is not around anymore, and he's, I don't know. He's
Rurouni Kenshin.
He's Kenshin now. So he is Rurouni Kenshin now. So
Deno will never die.
I guess. So now the third superhero from Japan we're going to talk about is Super Sentai. Teams in bright colors. This is of course Ninja Sentai Go Ranger. They are the first Super Sentai team, also created by Shotaro Ishinomori. And from here, actually, I want to show another quick clip that shows all the teams. I think you guys should know what that is. I think I just kind of want to show, because we don't have a lot of time, I just want to show the
think of Gokaiger
for that.
No.
So,
Yeah, just
I
show
know
like
I'm
the Gokaiger movie.
But I think this is a good idea of how many teams there are.